Hi, my name is Dr. Michelle Ehrig. Welcome to the Dr. Test Prep YouTube channel. We are now working on inequalities. If you do not have the free book, make sure you get it. It's 200 pages of love to help you have just a great time preparing for the ASVAB AFQT. As you might know from me, we start basic and get more difficult in every video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about inequality. So the main thing with inequalities and why I modeled this in equations is anytime we divide or multiply by a negative number, we have to remember to flip the signs. So of course, our first questions are going to be very basic one step, but once we get into the two steps and flipping signs, we're going to really have to pay attention to what does that more than, less than actually mean. So just like regular equations and linear equations, we're going to do the inverse operations the whole time. The trick is that whenever we multiply or divide by a negative number, then we're going to flip the sign. So let's look at some basic ones just to get started. Here, I'm adding 7 to both sides. I'm not multiplying or dividing by a negative. Nothing changes. My answer is x is greater than or equal to 19. Here, yes, when I subtract 9 from both sides, I get a negative number. 4 minus 9 is negative 5. But I didn't multiply or divide by a negative, so the sign stays the same. A package must weigh no more than 25 pounds. So this is a trick I like to tell my students. Can the package weigh 24 pounds? Yes. Can it weigh 25 if it can weigh no more than 25? Yes. Can it weigh 26? No. So I know my package has to be less than or equal to 25. So if the box already weighs 8 pounds, what's the maximum weight of the rest of the contents? So the contents plus 8 pounds has to be less than or equal to 25. So I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides and get x and 17, and the sign stays the same. X has to be less than or equal to 17. Here it comes. See, when I divide both sides by negative 3, when I cross this out and put in negative 5 over here, this sign goes the other way. I dramatize that on purpose. That's all we're doing. We just flip sign anytime we multiply or divide by a negative number. A student needs at least 70 points to pass. So we talk about points all the time on the ASVAB Facebook group, right? If they get 69 points, are they happy? No, they didn't pass. If they get 70 points, are they happy? Yes, they pass. I mean, would they like more? I'm sure. If they get 71, they're thrilled. So these are the numbers we need. We need all of this to be greater than or equal to 70. That's the only thing that matters. So they need 70 points to pass, and they already have 52. So we're going to subtract 52 from both sides and see that they need to get at least 18 points to pass, 18 extra points. All right, this is x divided by negative 4. So because this is divide, the opposite of dividing is multiplying. Ooh, did you all see what I did wrong? I was going too fast. We got to switch those signs. Negative 24, this sign means it flips the other way. That's what happens when we rush. We got to catch ourselves. All right, now we're doing the same thing of isolating the variable, making sure we pay attention. So this is kind of why, like I showed you in the equations video, I always like to move the x to where it's positive so I don't have to worry about changing signs. And for me, that is a better use of my time. So I'm also going to do my trick where I double up. My sign doesn't have to change because I moved the x to where there are more x's. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. I'm going to move my 2 over because there's more 4's on this side. So I'm going to move my 2x over. Okay, I will show you the longer way for those of you who didn't watch my video before. Add 8 to both sides. And because I didn't make it negative, I don't have to flip the signs. So I can just divide both sides by 2 and call it a day. X is greater than 7. Yep, that's it. Oh, another thing is, notice how this has an equal sign, this has an equal sign. This doesn't, this doesn't. We always want to make sure that we're consistent with it and we don't mess up the sign. So like right away, if I had to guess, well, all of these have the greater than equal sign, but you want to just pay attention to that part to make sure that it stays consistent. All right, there is more x's on this side. There's 5 over here and 2 here. So I'm going to subtract these 2 x's, 3x, and then I'm going, because I like to double step, I'm going to add this 3 over here to get it to my other side. And then I can divide both sides by 3. Okay. All right, over here it looks a little bit funky because that x is second, but that doesn't matter. There is more x's on this side. So I'm going to add 2x to get it over here. And I'm adding because the opposite of subtraction is addition. This one I'll 2-step just because it's a different side. Here I'll subtract 12 from both sides. And here I'm going to divide both sides by 6. This stays this way. I don't flip the sign, but look at how none of the answers match. So notice how this is, x has to be bigger than -1. So we can't be this one. Which one shows x is bigger than -1? This one. So sometimes your x's won't be on the same side. So you got to pay attention to which way the mouth is going so that you can get the correct solution. 2 times 3 is, or 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract the x. Combine like terms. Feels like rain. Subtract 6 from both sides. There you go. Simple as that. This one, I'm going to intentionally do it the way I don't do it, just so you know to flip signs. So I'm going to move the 5x to this side. That's going to give me -2x. This way still works. I just feel like my students tend to make more mistakes this way. Subtract 8 from both sides. And because we're dividing both sides by -2, this goes the other way. That's it. Just like that. All right, we got a couple more left. How many more do we got left? 12 more problems. We got this. Okay. Good. 5x minus 3 is greater than 2x plus 8. Subtract 2x from both sides. Add 3 to both sides. That means these cancel and these cancel. So I'm left with 3x is greater than, let's see, did I do that one right? Oh, nope, I wrote the wrong numbers. That should be a 7. So I'll subtract 2x from both sides. I still think this is going to come out, and I don't have the correct answer there. Add 7 to both sides. Oh, no, we're good. And divide both sides by 3. I changed the sign. X is greater than 5. All right, I need to refocus. 7x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 3x minus 12. I've done so many math problems today. It is insane. And I drove about 2 hours. So, and my battery is dying. I'm hoping it's going to last till I get this video done. There's just so many things running on my mind right now as I do these problems. All right, what did I do first? Subtracted 3x from both sides so I can isolate the variable. Then I subtracted 4 from both sides so I could get the 4x by itself. Then I divided by 4. I did not flip the sign because even though the answer is -4, I wasn't dividing by -4. I was dividing by a positive. And I forgot to put my little lines underneath. There you go. All right. Okay. Oh, the battery warning is going off. So I have more x's on this side, so I'm going to subtract 4x. Subtract 3. I need $9, then I need $3 more, so altogether I need 12. All right, x has to be less than 6. So x has to be less than -6. except I didn't write my equal signs all the way down. So when we flip-flop it, we got to make sure the sign goes, the little point goes with the X. Okay, some people like to move everything over to the left because even though it forces them to divide by a negative, they just feel like it's easier for them to do it that way. Why did I put negative? See, I'm rushing because I knew the answer was 7. Let's get the eraser tool and do this correct. That is wrong. That needs to come off and that needs to come off. Here we go. This is the correct problem I should have been doing. Now, when I divide both sides by -7, I get +1. All right, moving on. Did you see how easy it was for me to make an error because I was rushing? So that's why it's super important, even though you have limited time to take your test. A lot of you probably would do okay if you had more time, but it's still super important that you just slow down when you need to, okay? Like I tend to forget to write the equal to once I get going in the math. Subtract 1 from both sides. Okay, divide both sides by 2. X has to be bigger than -6. So letter B. All right, here's our last one. Now we're working on graphing. So this is simple linear graphing, not on a coordinate plane. So it says a number shows a closed circle. Let me go back up just to cover this real quick. Open circle is like this. A closed circle is there's a line. Okay. So it says a closed circle at 4. So I tell my students, write the number in the middle and write 1 lower and 1 higher. So it says a number shows a closed circle at 4. Closed circle at 4. So right away, it can't be C or A. Then it says shading to the right. This is the right. So my answers are all numbers that are bigger or equal to 4. Now here we've got -2. Some people incorrectly put -1 here. That's not how the number line goes. -1 goes over here, -3 goes here, because here's 0, and then we start counting up again. So we have an open circle at -2, so it can't be these two, and it's shading to the left. So we need all numbers that are less than -2. All right, here's our 3 in the middle. So we've got a 2 and a 4 on both sides. It's an open circle at 3 with shading to the right. So which of these numbers could work? It can't be 3 because 3 would mean it's a closed circle. It can't be 2. It can be 4. And it can't be -3. Which value is not a solution if we have -5? So remember, this is going to be -4 and -6. A closed circle here, shading to the left. So that one works. That one works because it's a closed circle. That one works because it's less than -5. That one does not work. All right, now we've got another number, 1, 0, and 2. So this tells me it's a closed circle because of that bar, and it wants all the numbers that are less. So we've got a closed circle at 1, and it's shaded to the left because I want all the numbers less than 1. Closed circle, shaded left. A closed circle at 0 with shading to the left. A closed circle at 0 with shading to the left. Hey, we got the video before my battery died. All right, that's the end of inequalities. If you keep watching this in a straight line, I probably will be in a hotel room for the rest of the videos because I need to plug in. All right, see you soon. Love you guys. Ah, we got this. Bye, guys. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. The full course with another 700 questions and video answers is available at heydrtestprep.com for only $49 to get ready for the AFQT. Half of all proceeds support nonprofit initiatives with at least $10 of your purchase supporting troops and veterans. All right, bye, guys. We got this.